LBA. Well, we are living and we are breathing art on this show, y'all. See, the aim, it's to address life after church. You know, after Sunday, when reality grips and you have no other option but to just live. We are living through poetic experiences, expressions of life through art, y'all. So let's get to it. Don't you know? Passion.
Love, art.
Inspiration.
Diverse.
Living, breathing.
Living, breathing.
Living, breathing art.
Welcome back, y'all. Today we will be living and breathing art through Allyson AZ, truly, y'all. That is my dear friend. The girl is into poetry, acting, and like to me, I say she into comedy, man. LBA is presenting to you AZ. Hi, Creep.
Hey.
How you doing?
So I'm guessing y'all rehearsing in there. What'd you say? 207?
Next.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Allyson truly, and I'm gonna do a monologue for colored girls.
Okay.
Not really.
This human condition got me shell-shocked. Standing in the center of the road with my arms folded and locked, it feels like I'm alone in this, ready to burst at the seams. I scream to the highest heavens, but nobody ever seems to hear me or care. How can you understand where I've been unless you've been there? The state that follows birth and precedes death is what I tried so hard to share with you. But people only seem to enjoy you when the top layer is the only thing they see. I want to peel my skin back like new fruit so you can really see me. 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4. I exposed the real me, now my skin's on the floor. Can you handle seeing me for who I am? How can you when lately when I look in the mirror, the reflection looking back is unfamiliar. I'm often blinded by the light that radiates from within me. Sun glitter transforms my thoughts into sunbeams. Wavy water drops reflect transparent puddles of insecurities. I'm nervous about all this new responsibility. To be honest and real. But these poetry streets are like a battlefield. It's like kill or be killed, write or be written off. Truthfully, I'm caught in this phase transition from girl to woman, from nothing to something. All along, I'm still running, trying to hold on to the past, but the past is contrast with the present. To understand time, one must understand that God exists outside of time. For God, there is no past or future, just the eternal present. So I must accept for my metamorphosis, I must be willing to just let the fear go. Just let my pen flow in a harmonious rhythmic pattern. Let my eyes become kaleidoscopes, seeing beauty in the earth's reflection. And that's when I become beautifully mathematic. A truth in a world of falsehood. Undeniably real.
So AZ truly.
Yes.
When did you decide that you're interested in poetry?
I never really decided. Ever since I was little, I kept a journal. Like, my mom gave me a Lisa Frank journal.
Ah,
yes, do you remember those?
Yes.
They were pink and they had like unicorn
They're
stickers
awesome.
and stuff. My mom gave me a Lisa Frank diary, and I started writing in it. Like, ever since I could write, like, I would like just write random shit. Like, you know, when you little, you're like A, B, C. Like, I would like write all types of stuff in it. And then as I got older, like, when I was in elementary school, I would write poems, but I wasn't sharing them at all.
Okay.
And then I found out that my brother was also writing poetry.
But he wasn't sharing it either?
He wasn't sharing anything either. But how I found out is he ended up, there was this place called Precious Cargo. I know you're not from Memphis, but Precious Cargo is where a lot of poets who are in the scene now, especially our older poets, not older, but you know, our seasoned poets, a lot of them started off at this poetry spot called Precious Cargo. So my brother got into the scene with a lot of people. Paul Mabon, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. His most famous poem is It Started With the Toothbrush, and he was on Def Poetry and all types of stuff. But so Darius, my older brother, he got into this poetry scene, and I remember one day he was like, "I want y'all to come to this open mic." And I had never seen spoken word. Like, I had heard of it because, you know, my family, we listened to hip hop and rap and Tupac and all those type of things. So in a way, I was introduced to it from an early age. Right. But then, like I said, you know, my brother, he was like, you know, he wanted the whole family to come to this open mic. So we go to the open mic, and he does poetry. He does spoken word poetry for the first time. And I was like, wow. Like, this makes sense to me. And he was doing it. And my brother has always been the person that I look to see what's cool, what should I be doing, how should I be doing it. I've always had the little sister syndrome where it's like, he's doing something, I want to do it. So once he did that, I was like, okay, I still was not sharing anything with anybody, but I was writing more. And then he did a show called Animated Souls. And a lot of people know about Animated Souls. All the poets watching, if you don't know about Animated Souls, you might not be from Memphis for real.
I want to see it. Where do I see it? How do I see it?
Well, it's on video somewhere lost in the tombs. I don't know where it is, but they put on lost in the tombs. They put on this poetry show that was acting and poetry, and a lot of what Hype Life and Fat Matt does now was what Animated Souls was doing back then. And I went to that, and I was just like, man, my brother is amazing. Like, it touched me so much, because where we come from, you don't hear a lot of people doing poetry or spoken word. And that's kind of how I fell into it. I fell into it following a path that my brother put out there. So not until, I know this is a stupid long explanation. No. But not until he passed, and after he passed, I was in a bad place for a long time after that. And it was the same year that he passed, I decided, if he can't do it, then I'm gonna do it. I'm the last truly. So I have to put it on my back. So I decided, like, I wrote this poem. The first poem I wrote was Love. If love is like a drug, then I'm like most thugs slamming the door. I'm standing on the corner serving coke. I'm nickeling it out love from coast to coast. I start with hope to move with soul. Cook up the most believable stories, because I'm experienced with addicts. Put on all types of tricks and skeletons out my attic. I'm the best drug you ever had. Reminiscent of the feelings from your moms and dad. Have you intertwined between my legs and crying? Rehab ain't even worth trying. I'm that chick you care for most. Take you out the game, you can hang up the jersey coach, you can trip. Deceived by these hallucinations. Mind bending, I share this situation. So relax and just take that shot. My drugs are much better than what all these bitches get. Temptation is the name of the game, and you the player. Tonight, then the next dismiss you later. Should've known fuck with me, you wouldn't come out a winner. Cause I eat niggas hard like chicken dinners. So be careful who you love, be more careful who you trust. Never assume what you see is what you get. Cause most chicks like me, we be with this shit. And I tell you this to protect your heart. Cause dealers like me, how you pick from the start, we enjoy diving and breaking hearts. I take joy in your confusion, celebrating your delusions. Only one tip, be careful who you using. Cause the player's heart is the one I love most to be using. So be careful, because I'm on the prowl, looking for the next heartbreak to make me smile. The one you just heard. Nice. That was the first poem that I wrote as far as to share with people. I've been writing poetry, but I was like, I'm gonna share this one. Like, I just sat down and it just kind of just came out. And I was with Sean at the time, my fiance. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to go to an open mic. And I stumbled across Darius Darius's page. And, you know, him and my brother share the same name. And so I saw that and I was like, you know, at the time that I lost my brother, I was in a spot where I was trying to hold on to something, anything of him. Even if it was somebody with the same name, that's enough for me. Right. So I saw his name and I was like, I'm adding him. It's so weird, I know. So I added him and he sent me a message that was like, you should come down to this poetry spot, which was Euphoria. Everybody probably remembers Euphoria days. So I went to Euphoria. I had a piece of paper in my hand, and I was scared, and I was shaking, and I did love. And after that, it was like, it felt good. It just felt really good. And Fat Mac was like, you know, I'm starting this thing called Hype Life. Right. I started this thing called Hype Life. I think you would be good. And that's like how I became the first lady of Hype Life. And that's how I kind of just stumbled into this poetry thing. Really, it's in my bloodline. Is the simple answer for that is that it's in my bloodline. But I just ended up meeting some wonderful people, and that's basically how I got into it.
How you met me?
That's how I met you too. Exactly, through Hype Life. When I first met you, it was downtown at it used to it had so many names.
Yeah, it was called Prime Time because I had just moved to Memphis like that same year.
Because I remember Family was like, yeah, you know, it's another girl. She just as dope as you are. And I was like, I'll be that judge. But you are very talented. So I was very excited to see you there, and because it's the poetry scene. There are a lot of people in it, but really it's a small circle, if that makes sense.
Right? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
And as far as younger girls go, there aren't that many who are actually out there actively sharing things or hosting open mics. There's a handful. So it was exciting to meet somebody else who was doing it. Oh God, you're so corny.
I am so corny. I don't care.
What other questions you get?